For those who have watched budget after budget, it is tempting to assume that we are engaging in the same dance as our predecessors. Let me assure you, nothing about this is typical. That's why our solutions won't be either. There are two paths to bridge this gap. The first is the most sustainable and the fairest path. This is the path of ending the drain on our city and raising taxes on the richest New Yorkers and the most profitable corporations. The onus for resolving this crisis should not be placed on the backs of working and middle-class New Yorkers. If we do not fix this structural imbalance and do not heed the calls of New Yorkers to raise taxes on the wealthy, this crisis will not disappear. It will simply return, year after year, forcing harder and harsher choices each time. And if we do not go down the first path, the city will be forced down a second, more harmful path. Faced with no other choice, the city would have to exercise the only revenue lever fully within our own control. We would have to raise property taxes.
Ever feel like the phone is eavesdropping? That's because big tech threats every user life like a corporate check. It's time to stop being the product. Millions are making the move to MeWe, the place where private, connected, and online communities actually thrive. On MeWe, privacy is a human right, not a hidden setting. They don't track users, they don't sell personal data, and they truly believe in free speech. No shadow banning, just real conversations. Join the 21 million people taking their digital lives back. Use code WELCOME2026 at checkout and grab 20% of MeWe Premium.
For not being radical enough.
Because people
Watch
like
this.
me are constantly attacked by politicians for standing up for Palestine, and you are constantly defending the right for Israel to exist.
Wow.
My family is in Palestine right now, constantly under attack, and I'm hearing you say free Palestine, but also Israel has the right to exist. Don't be hypocritical. Don't be hypocritical and say free Palestine when you're also defending the right for Israel to exist. It does not have the right to exist. It does not have the right to exist. It's not your land.
These people
it doesn't
are
have the right to exist.
Let's give him a chance. Come on, Bill. I'm a born and raised a New Yorker. Let's see what he can do. You know,
We are seeing.
Absolutely, we can. Let's see what he can do. But we already know what he is because it's in his own statements and the people he hires. I talked
And what
about
is
it.
allowed to happen in the
You
city.
must have seen this. The first show I was talking about this woman who is his.
I saw. Yeah.
Her, like the head.
Yeah. Oh, she wants to seize the
The
housing.
big issue is the red. Well, I'm reading between the lines when he hired someone who says word for word, let's elect more communists. Okay, this is not like.
I guess the mobs on the streets here don't want to wait the couple of months it's going to take for the mayor to start seizing people's property and bringing us straight to the point of North Korea.
Democrats must recognize that Zohran Mamdani is the future of the party. Unfortunately, it's the Republican Party. We've run this experiment many times, and the results are always obvious. Here's capitalist South Korea at night from space.
Nice and bright.
Here's socialist North Korea. Yeah. In 1990, Venezuela was wealthier than Poland. But then Poland, finally free of Soviet-style economics, went all in on capitalism. And now their economy is as big as Japan. And people there have high wages, low inflation, cars, vacations, homes.
Mamdani must be stopped because he thinks owning a home for $750,000 make you rich now. Yeah, you heard right.
Now.
Because under his new tax proposal floating around City Hall, owning a $750,000 home now puts you in the rich category. Can somebody please show me where these $750,000 mansions are in New York City? Because last time I checked, trying to find a decent house in a decent neighborhood for $750,000 is already on the cheap side. But here's the part people need to understand. Right now, families could pass down about $7 million before the estate tax kicks in. Mamdani's proposal would drop that to $750,000. That's a 90% cut. And the estate tax rate, it could jump from 16 to 50%. But
you're going to be broke. If you own anything and invest in it here, it's all going to be taken away and given to people who voted to have it. That's how communism works. But there's a problem. New York's running out of rich people. Did you hear about this?
On a bus and head down to Florida where you belong, okay? Get out of town. Get out of town. I need people who are high net worth to support the generous social programs that we want to have in our state. Right? Now, there are some patriotic millionaires who stepped up. Okay. Cut me the checks. I mean, just if you want to be supportive, but maybe the first step should be go down to Palm Beach and see who you can bring back home, because our tax base has been eroded.